All right, Victoria, thank you. Handling finances can be confusing, but it's obviously very important as well. So have you ever been faced with trying to reopen a bank or a credit card account that's been closed? How do you do it? John Paradise from Town & Country Federal Credit Union joins us now. So John, first, why would someone want to reopen a closed account?
Well, sometimes they close them, especially credit cards. You close it, you think you've paid it off, you're debt free with that credit card, so you want to just out of sight, out of mind. But then you think, well, maybe a couple months later I want to reopen it. Maybe I acted kind of in haste and I want to reopen it. Well, sometimes you can reopen it. It's just as simple as asking, but other times you're going to get no. My advice on that is if you really want to reopen it, it's an account you're comfortable with and you have a history with it and you like what it offers, etc. It never hurts to ask. What's the worst that they can tell you is no, but contact your lender, contact, your credit card company, your financial institution, and say, this is what happened, kind of explain why you ended up closing it, what the rationale was behind it, and see, if it's only been a couple of months, most likely, a lot of times they can reopen it. If it's been, 6, 8 months, a year, it may be more difficult, and it may be just as simple for them to issue another card, which causes complications because it looks like another credit inquiry.
Right.
So, that's sometimes why, a lot of reasons why, that's one of the biggest reasons why people close the account.
What's the impact on a credit score?
Well, the impact on a credit score, people think, I've paid it off. I've gotten that credit card off the books. It's the exact opposite of what you think, because your credit score is based on how much utilization you have with your credit and how much access to credit you have. Say that credit card that you closed, Megan, has $15,000 credit limit, but you have zero on it, but you have access to the $15,000. That makes your credit score go up. So if you've closed it, that looks like, from credit card and a credit score rationale and perspective, that you have less access to credit, so your credit score goes down. So people think closing off, your credit card and closing out different accounts will help your credit score. Long term, it may, but in the short term and for the foreseeable future, it really negatively impacts it. So my advice is don't open too many credit card accounts in the first place, but second of all, age matters when it comes to your credit account and your credit card and your credit score.
So if you're backing up a little bit, thinking about it, it's best to not close it in the first place?
Don't close it in the first place.
All right.
Once you've opened it, you've had the inquiry, it's impacted your credit score, but now you have it and you have it established and you have access to, you don't have to use it. You don't have to use it. There's nothing saying that you have to use it. But you have it on your books and you have that in your credit mix, so to speak. So you have whatever your credit limit is, you have that into your availability, and that always is a good thing for your credit score. It always makes it go up. It's very complicated, no doubt about it, but I'm trying to simplify it as much as possible.
I think it makes perfect sense.
Once you've opened it, keep it. You don't have to use it, but you have it, and it's part of your mix.
Bottom line. All right, John, thank you so much. That's good advice.